Hey everyone, Robin here with my weekly reflection. I'm choosing to do my reflection this week as a screencast because I wanted to actually walk you around the two aesthetically pleasing online learning resources that I wanted to share with you. And also I want to get a little more comfortable with this screencast software before our final project is due next week. So I have on the screen right now the first example of an online learning resource that I find to be aesthetically pleasing. In some of my reflections before, I've spoken a lot about my citizenship class, which is the one class that I teach kind of continuously throughout the year. The rest of the year, my schedule changes a lot, and we offer classes really based on what our students need and what they're interested in. For the first few sessions of the year, however, I usually teach a world studies class that is themed around genocides that have happened around the world, which is a pretty heavy subject matter to teach, but is super engaging to students just naturally. And one of the instances of genocide that we look at is the genocide in Rwanda. And one of the resources that I use with the students is what you're seeing here on the screen right here is a feature from the New York Times Magazine. The piece is called Portraits of Reconciliation. And the reason that I love using it is because I find that its design is really fresh. It utilizes, as you can see, I'm kind of scrolling up and down here, but it utilizes a lot of negative space, so you're not overwhelmed with a lot going on. It's really simple as far as like features. It's really just kind of scrolling down. I find that the photographs are really compelling, and the angle that they take with this page is really unique as far as when you're studying genocide. You don't often see pieces about the aftermath in the way that this one does it. And so this piece looks at reconciliation efforts that have happened in Rwanda. And so each of these portraits is actually one of a perpetrator of the genocide and a victim. And the efforts that and then there's a short paragraph beneath each portrait kind of detailing what these two people have done to reconcile with each other and how they've gotten to that point. So it's a beautiful story of healing, which is not something that you can often say that you see when looking at situations of genocide. So it's a nice different angle to share with my students as well. The other online learning environment that I wanted to share with you is from the U.S. Holocaust Memorial Museum, which is just an awesome resource in general. And they have a section on their website that's right here titled Online Exhibitions. So they have several different areas that you can look at here. So there's this Some More Neighbors section, Nazi propaganda, deadly medicine, Anne Frank, hidden children. There's all these different kind of lesser known, perhaps, areas of the Holocaust that you can explore with these online exhibitions. And if you click on one, and I'll just click on the first one, this Some More Neighbors, going into the online exhibition, it's super interactive. There's tons of room for student choice as far as what they're going to explore. And it's nice because it really allows you to explore a very complex issue from multiple angles. It's very intuitive to navigate. So here we are in the Some More Neighbors exhibition. It starts off with these quotes that kind of hauntingly enter and leave your page, but you can click enter here and get into the more interactive parts. And then if you hover over each of these pictures, it will show you different perspectives or different portraits of people who were complicit in the Holocaust, which is an interesting angle to look at the Holocaust from as well. If we go into the teenagers section here, which is, interesting and intriguing from a student's point of view, you've got different sections to explore. They use really a wide range of mediums to explore the issue, which makes it aesthetically pleasing and also accessible in a lot of different ways. If you look at here, they've got a really cool analysis of a photo of how teens were used in the Holocaust, and it kind of starts close up and then zooms out, which takes the viewer kind of on a journey through this website. And once they fully zoom out, then you can start exploring the picture in different ways through all of these sections on the left, including, there's a caption explaining what's happening in the film here. With the Hitler Youth, you can click to find locations of where things were happening, and they show several maps. There's this interactive feature of tags, and in the lower left here, you can add your own tag, or you also have the choice to skip and see what tags other people have added about what they see in this photograph. So you're kind of collaboratively processing this image. So it's a really cool resource, and I've found it to be super engaging for students. And there's also kind of all this space for just natural exploration, which brings me to ways that I would inspire, motivate, and engage students in the online learning setting. So for motivation, things that I've thought of were creating pathways to success. A lot of the students that I work with have not experienced success in a traditional classroom before. And I believe in research supports that, success begets success. So if you kind of create a stepping stone and an easy entry into success, so to speak, then you can kind of build that confidence for students to continue to be motivated to work hard in your class and continue experiencing that success. And for engagement, I do strive to offer choices wherever possible. So for example, if I were using this U.S. Holocaust Museum online exhibition website, giving students a choice of which exhibition they want to explore and how they want to explore it, how they want to show what they learn from it, just as much as possible, giving students ownership over what they're doing. And then to inspire connecting to students' lived experiences, and to always making the connection that what they're doing in class is empowering them to be informed and engaged citizens in the real world. So those are my thoughts. Thank you so much for listening. I look forward to seeing what you all have to say about this week's content as well.